What's happening, party people? What's happening? And welcome back to another episode of 40 Years of Hip Hop. Party people, I'm your host with the most, Mr. Ron. And right here, this is where we review 1,000 songs over the span of 40 years from 1979 to 2019. And today, party people, we will be reviewing Fight the Power by Public Enemy, which was released in 1990 from the album Fear of a Black Planet. However, it was also released on Do the Right Thing soundtrack. So before we jump into the review, party people, this is Mr. Ron's Week. So this week, party people, Kanye announced that he was delaying his new album. Don Yai was supposed to be released on Friday, July 23rd. However, after he did a listening party, he decided to push it back all the way to August 6th. Okay. So actually I found a footage of the listening party, and I also found a version of the first single, 24. And I have to say, I'm not really impressed. I'm not really impressed by Kanye's new stuff. Then again, when was the last time Mr. Yeezy dropped something that was good? The way I see it, the last album that I was feeling from Kanye was My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. And that was in, 2010? That's 11 years ago. Not only that, but even for, the younger generation, they basically know him as Kim Kardashian's ex, Wow. Ouch, Mr. Kanye. Yeah, and not only that, but I feel like his albums have been getting from bad to worse, every time he released something after 2010's outstanding album. This is what I felt like that album, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, gave a second life to Kanye's career, because it could have ended there. Anyways, so we'll see, but I'm not expecting much from Mr. Yeezy. The way I see it, stick to production, dude. And that's just my opinion. Kanye was, it was cool. Yeah, he's an okay rapper. I would say like he's an above average rapper, okay? But I think that in where he shines the most is in producing. And dude, just stay in the back, produce. That's just my opinion. I'm Mr. Ron, and I'm reviewing songs for 40 years of hip hop. So party people, let's get back. So, Fight the Power. First time I heard this song, it was at the movies. It was the summer of 1989, and me and my friend Eric, we go to the theaters to watch Spike Lee's Do the Right Thing, okay, which is a fantastic film. You should definitely check it out. I've actually watched Do the Right Thing not too long ago, knowing that I was going to review Fight the Power, which that song is definitely a character in the film. Okay, and there's that scene where Radio Raheem and Bugging Out, okay, which is played to perfection by a young Giancarlo Esposito, which we saw. What's the name of that series? Mr. White, Breaking Bad. Yeah, that's right. And Daniel Yellow plays Sal, the corner pizza shop owner, and these two are going at it, and in the background, Fight the Power is playing. And it's so loud, and that scene is so unpleasant, but it also makes you feel how like the conversation is unpleasant. Awesome. You really gotta check it out, and that song really captured the essence of the film. So the song was actually requested by Spike Lee, who after he heard It Takes a Nation of Millions to Hold Us Back, absolutely wanted some Public Enemy in one of his future projects. So, by that being said, Originality. Is this song original? And if so, how? Well, Public Enemy is one of the most unique groups in music, okay? Not just in the hip-hop. I would say music, no one comes even close to sounding like them. And Chuck D's powerful delivery is one of a kind, unique, you know. From my point of view, this is a quintessential Public Enemy track, even more so a quintessential hip-hop track. Courtesy of Discog, and this is why I give it a 5 on 5. That's right. I don't like to give 5s, you know me. I don't like to, but you know, you gotta give credit where credit is due. Alright, party people, fun fact, Flavor Flav is the comedic relief of the book. He's also a classically trained pianist, and he's been on 3 different reality shows: The Surreal Life, The Flavor of Love, and Strange Love. Yeah, that's right. Do your thing, Flavor. Do your thing. Delivery, party people. Delivery, which stands for lyrics and flow. So, Chuck D is up there as part of the greatest rappers of all times. Okay, political, controversial, lyrical. However, not the most accessible of rappers. And then again, I don't think Chuck D wants to be accessible. Okay, so let's check out these lyrics. Elvis was a hero to most, but he never meant shit to me. He never meant shit to me. You see, straight out racist. That sucker was simple and plain. Motherfuck him and John Wayne. Cause I'm black and I'm proud and I'm ready and I'm ham. Plus I'm ham. Most of my heroes don't appear on those stamps. So let's take that back. So Elvis was a hero to most, but he never meant shit to me. You see, straight out racist. That sucker was simple and plain. Motherfuck him and John Wayne. Cause I'm black and I'm proud. I'm ready, I'm hype, plus I'm ham. Most of my heroes don't appear on those stamps. So, let's go to analysis mode, alright? Elvis was a hero to most, but he never meant shit to me. You see, straight out racist. That sucker was simple and plain. Motherfuck him and John Wayne. So, for all the Elvis fans out there, you might not like what I'm about to say. So Elvis stole music from the black community. He would send his band to high school dances to see black bands perform. And while they just literally just wrote the music, you know, they heard and made it pass as their own. So I know that also Elvis gave props to, you know, Fat Domino, Ray Charles, and a few others. The comment that he made, black people can only do 2 things for me. It's shine my shoes and buy my records. It's pretty straightforward, you know. And it came out in 1957 in a magazine called Sepia, based out of Texas. So either way, Elvis, the king, not my king, you know. Not my king. So I'll tell you that much. And for John Wayne, well, read Jim Brown's book, Out of Bounds. He worked with Mr. Wayne, and there's the May 1971 Playboy issue that Wayne just admits being a supporter of white supremacy. And party people, yes, it's time to take John Wayne's name off Orange County Airport. Cause I'm black and I'm proud and I'm ready. I'm high, plus I'm amped. Most of my heroes don't appear on those stamps. We always knew that Chuck was black, proud, and amped. But I have to say that part about most of Chuck D's hero don't appear on those stamps, that made me think. As a kid in 1989, that really made me think, who was my hero? And I clearly remember in 1989, I came up with Bo Jackson. Again, like, I love football at that time. I was actually starting to play football. And yeah, Bo Jackson was my hero. And he's not on the stamp. No, he's not. Alright. Courtesy of Genius.com, party people, and this is why. For delivery, which stands for lyrics and flow, I give it another 5. That's right. I'm feeling generous. This is another 5. Production, party people, which consists of beat, mixing, scratching if there's any. So, released on Motown Records, that's right, produced by the Bomb Squad brothers Hank and Keith Shockley with Chuck D, G-Wiz, and Eric Sadler. PE producers of choice, of course. They also did Ice Cube's first album, and I can describe the Bomb Squad as one of the most, again, unique producers out there. I will describe them as melodic and noisy at the same time. It's really something to describe their sound. You really have to check it out for yourself. It's melodic, but at the same time, extremely chaotic, you know. But it's unique though. It's unique and it always works. It always works. 21 sample deeps. Say what? 21 sample deeps. And it was sampled 47 times. Damn! Wow. The main samples are Funky Drummer by James Brown, released in 1970. Different Strokes by Syl Johnson, that was the riff, of course. And Fight the Power by the Isley Brothers, which was released in 1975. So again, like, you know, with the amount of samples that there are 21 samples, I'm not going to list them all. I just basically underline the main ones. The song was covered 6 times, once by Vanilla Ice in 2008. There was a 2020 remix featuring Nas, Black Thought, Rhapsody, YG, Questlove, and Jahi. And that mixtape was, that remix was awesome. And party people, you could also check out the Black Lives Matter mixtape that we have on our Mixcloud account. So of course, Mixcloud/40 Years of Hip Hop, and you'll be able to get the mixtape that we did for Black Lives Matter, you know, for the riots in 2020, you know, and yeah. So, of course, I had to check out the instrumental, listen to it over and over again, and wow, what a sonic trip. Really, guys, it's insane. I had my huge headphones on and just, you know, I let myself kind of like be in the music, you know, and the instrumental is so rich in sounds that it could easily stand on its own. The amount of samples that overlap each other, wow, definitely something to check out, definitely something to pay attention to. Okay, it's not, you could tell that this was just not put up together in an afternoon. There are 21 samples and they all overlap, they all intertwine well to form this outstanding piece of music. And courtesy of whosampled.com, and this is why, party people. For production, I give it a 5 on 5. That's right. So party people, it's time for another top 5. That's right. So party people, today we are getting the top 5 Public Enemy albums. 5 being my least favorite one, and number 1 is basically number 1, you know. So already in 2021, I've counted 15 studio albums, okay, 15, and I'm going to start with 5. So I'm gonna go with What You Gonna Do When the Grid Goes Down. Now I know this album came out in 2020, and at 20 Years of Hip Hop, we do from 79 to 2019. But there's just like a little exception to the rule, just a little bit, just one, you know. It was a great comeback album for Public. Really liked how they evolved with the sound, with also remaining true to their own identity. At number 4, I will have Apocalypse 91, The Enemy Strikes Black, okay. Number 3, which would be their first album called Yo, Bum Rush the Show. Number 2, Fear of a Black Planet, which has the single that we are reviewing today. And number one, party people, from my point of view, the best Public Enemy album is definitely It Takes a Nation of Millions to Hold Us Back. And boy, I know eventually we will get to a song from that album. So much to be said. So party people, before we get back into the review at 40 Years of Hip Hop, we use Buzzsprout for our podcasts. They get your show listed on every podcast platform available. We were able to get to 10,000 downloads within a year. As a Buzzsprout member, you will get a great looking podcast platform, an audio player that you can drop into other websites, even WordPress, okay? You will also benefit from detailed analytics and tools to promote your episodes, like audio, video snippets of your podcast called soundbites. However, for me, my thing is that I get to generate a second revenue by talking about something that I'm passionate about. Think about it. Are you a fan of something? Try podcasting about it. Okay, it's easy, fun, and it could easily generate a second revenue. So, get started for free. No credit card required. Cancel anytime. No contract. Link below in our episode notes. Party people, Buzzsprout is the way to go. And now back to the review. Relevance, party people. Relevance and longevity. Is this song still relevant? Was it able to stand the test of time? And if so, how? Well, party people, the way I see it, this track is a classic. Okay. Public Enemy are living legends. In 2013, they got inducted in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So many young YouTubers reacting to Fight the Power. King Guap, he referred to Chuck D as the dude in red. He was like, damn, he can spit. You know, I appreciate you, young blood. Do your homework, okay? But I like what you do. Twins, the trend, was amazed by the amount of people that showed up for the video. He was actually like, is this some type of protest? Or yeah, he was really amazed. While I was doing research, I found a Chuck D interview with Vlad from Vlad TV. If you don't know Vlad TV, you gotta check him out. Some really riveting stuff. Cool interview, cool people, artists, really like, just people again, like he interviewed drug dealers, you know, it's just a really cool, yeah, Vlad, I like the fact that Vlad TV gets really everyone's point of view, okay, and that's really, really cool. Fun fact, in an interview with Q Magazine, Chuck D said that he likes to start a song with the title and go from there. So again, starting like that gives him a sense of lyrical direction. That's right. And this is why, party people, for relevance and longevity, I give it a 4.25 on 5. And also, that remake that they dropped in 2020 totally helped kind of like revive the name of Public Enemy to a younger generation, okay? Of course, you have to be, of course, like a music head. I would say someone that's really into music. Again, I don't think that Public Enemy is going to be getting any radio play. Even in the late 80s and in the 90s, they did not get any radio play. So, hey, it is what it is, you know. But definitely, if you're a hip hop fan, you gotta check out some Public Enemy, that's for sure. Powerful impact. Boom from the cannon. So party people, was this song impactful? So, well, this song really impacted my youth. It made me think about who my heroes were and the powers that, who are we fighting? Okay, that was like another question that, again, I'm listening to the song, and again, like I was really young at that time. And I'm like, and I did not have the whole, you know, fight the power mentality. But I'm like, who are we fighting? Life is so beautiful. Little did I know. So, party people, like I was saying, it was in the soundtrack of a classic Spike Lee joint. Also charted in the UK, the Netherlands, and of course the US. Was number one on Billboard Hot Rap Singles number 3 on hot dance music, and number 20 on hot R&B and hip-hop songs. And on top of that, it was certified gold. And this is why Party People for Impact, Fight the Power gets a 4.5 on 5, Party People. That's right. Alright, Party People, so we're coming to an end. Okay. So this is a grand total of 23.75 on 25 for a 95%. And Party People, thanks for sharing this moment together. Subscribe, like, share, and Party People, support 40 years of hip hop by buying us a coffee so that we can continue dropping these amazing weekly podcasts. And I'll be back next week, Party People, with Shy 360 and linguistics. And you know what? Maybe we might have a surprise. We might have Shy 360 in our studios. Will we? I don't know. I'm gonna try. Alright, Party People. This is your host with the most, Mr. Ron, wishing you happy Honolulu, peace, and I'm out.